How are you?
Congratulations on bringing Star Trek back to the big screen.
Oh, you're very kind. Thank you.
How does it feel to be part of something now so big?
Honestly, it's an honor just to be here and to be part of this and to see people, here and cheering for Star Trek. It's an exciting thing. I can't wait for people to see the movie.
Was it a difficult script to direct, or was it easy to kind of establish a new franchise of sorts?
It was a challenge to bring this movie to the screen, mostly because the scale of it was so big, but the cast is unbelievable, and the visual effects are amazing, and so I'm really proud of the work everyone's done.
And are you pleased with the new cast and how they compare with the old actors?
The cast is extraordinary, and I really felt it was going to work, because when we were working the movie, very quickly they became Kirk and Spock, and Sulu and Uhura and Scotty, and Bones, and the whole group just kind of embodied those characters in a great way.
Just one last quick question: is there a 12 coming up? Is number 12 coming up?
All I know is that we just finished this movie. If the audience is like this one, we'll be happy to discuss the movie for sure.
That's great.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Hope you like the movie.
How are you? Good. Could you give us a bit of background story to the Spock character for any new fans, please?
This iteration of Spock is he's a little bit more unsettled, a little bit less in control of the duality that exists within him, and he's really struggling to define himself and to figure out who he is and where he wants to go in his life. He feels drawn to his father and to the Vulcan way, but he also really feels the stirrings of his human side and his relationship to his mother, which he holds very dear.
And how did it feel to take on such an iconic role in the whole pop culture?
It was an incredible honor, obviously, and to be able to do it under the watchful eye of Leonard and with his support and his blessing and his involvement was not only a highlight of this experience, but a highlight of my career so far.
Did he help you a lot while on set and playing the character, or did he kind of let you create the new character?
No, he gave me complete creative freedom to do what I needed to do and to have my own experience of who this character is and to inhabit him in a way that I felt was appropriate and beneficial to the story.
One more question, guys.
Would you like to revisit the Spock character again in the future?
Well, we've all signed on for 3 movies, so if there is another version of it, we will all be involved.
Thank you very much.
Sorry?
Nice to meet you. How you going?
Scotty, your own premiere, how does it feel to be playing such an iconic role?
It's an honour and a privilege. As a fan of the show, the films, it never escapes me just how kind of what this means, and what an opportunity I've been given. So it's kind of crazy in a way.
Has it broken the odd number curse?
It has, and I don't know if that was even true in the first place. That's an entirely subjective point of view. But,
You said it, right?
I did. I wrote it. But yes, it has. Hell yeah. This is the reset. This is,
What kind of elements did you try to bring to the Scotty role in the film?
Well, I just like the idea of him as being, the fact that he's Scottish, the fact that he's an engineer, the fact that a lot of technical innovation came out of Scotland, and it makes so sense that Scotty is from where he's from. That I wanted to bring that element of, the kind of like roguish genius. Scotty is he's a brawler, he's loyal, but he's got the way he looks at life is humorous, and yet he's,
Oh, hey! Will you come back for 2?
Of course, yeah,
Brilliant.
absolutely.
Thanks a
It's
minute.
fine, just squeeze my ass, by the way.
Hi, I'm from Empire.
How would you describe your character for new fans of the zoo?
He's a drunkard. No, his name is Lieutenant Hikaru Sulu, and he's the helmsman of the pilot of the USS Enterprise, and he's a good young man that is very confident, but has his confidence shaken as just universe-changing events are happening around him and has to assume control.
Did you enjoy filming the movie?
Yes, I did. It was a pleasure working with this cast. I think I have some lifelong friends here now. And, in addition to that, it was really just a pleasure working with JJ, who's a director who's entering an amazing prime phase of his career, where it's like an athlete whose mental game is matching his physical abilities right now. It's very dazzling to be in the presence of it.
And finally, did you get any input from George Takei on the role?
Yeah, we had lunch and talked before I started filming, and more than anything, he just relaxed me. He said, because I was a little anxious, and he said, hey, John, feel good, go forward. Pretty soon they're going to call me the old guy that played John Cho, so just enjoy yourself. And that's the kind of guy he is.
Did they come and watch you on the set?
I don't think he made it to set, but as far as I know, but we were thinking about him all the time, that's for sure. All right.
TrekMovie.com. Could you describe your character for us, for any new fans of the show?
Well, I play Nero,
who's the leader of the Romulans, and in this case, the villain.
Okay, and did you do much background research into the Romulans for the film?
Yeah, I did a little bit. It wasn't the sort of film to me that needed a whole lot of research. You know, I needed to prepare, but in this case, it wasn't a sort of extensive research part.
And were you able to pick up any aspects of previous Trek incarnations?
Well, I grew up with a TV show in Australia, and I didn't get into the movies, so I guess the TV show was, you know, my sort of point of reference for me from my childhood, and I love the show, you know. So it's a huge thrill to get a chance to turn up in a movie where you get to play a villain that hasn't been seen before.
And what do you think of the new crew of the Enterprise?
Of the
Enterprise?
I think they rock. I think all of them have done the most unbelievable job of reinventing these characters and at the same time stamping their own authority on it. You know, I just think they've done an amazing job.
At first, but after having that warm conversation with her, if anything, I felt more secure that she was there watching.
Just finally, would you come back for a second film?
I think I would. If J.J.